Daily Horoscope Analysis for Virgo, May 22, 2025. Greetings, meticulous Virgo. As we examine the celestial blueprint for May 22, 2025, we observe a fascinating configuration of planetary energies specifically influencing your sign today. The cosmos has arranged a particularly nuanced day for you, with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a significant trine aspect with Saturn in Pisces, while the Sun continues its journey through communicative Gemini. Today's celestial landscape features the Sun at 1 degree Gemini, illuminating your 10th house of career and public reputation. This placement brings attention and vitality to your professional endeavors, potentially putting you in the spotlight. With Mercury positioned at 27 degrees Taurus in your 9th house of higher learning and expansion, your analytical mind is exceptionally sharp, particularly regarding philosophical concepts and broader perspectives. Venus, currently at 15 degrees Gemini, also influences your career sector, bringing a harmonious and appealing energy to your professional interactions. This placement suggests that charm and diplomacy will serve you well in work settings today. Meanwhile, Mars at 8 degrees Cancer activates your 11th house of social networks and collective endeavors, infusing your group activities with determination and drive. The Moon today transits through Leo, occupying your 12th house of the subconscious and spiritual matters. This creates an interesting dynamic where your emotional energy is somewhat hidden, operating behind the scenes. You may feel a pull toward solitude for reflection, even as external circumstances demand your participation and attention. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, currently at 3 degrees Cancer, forms a sextile to your sun sign, offering subtle but accessible opportunities for growth, particularly in areas related to home, family, and emotional foundations. This aspect supports initiatives that nurture your sense of security and belonging. Saturn's position at 19 degrees Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships continues its longer-term transit, asking you to build more structured, responsible relationships while dissolving outdated relationship patterns that no longer serve you. Today's trine with Mercury especially supports clear communication within partnerships, helping you articulate boundaries and expectations with both firmness and compassion. Uranus at 28 degrees Taurus, nearly conjunct your natal Mercury for many Virgos, activates innovative thinking patterns. You might experience unexpected insights or revolutionary ideas related to education, travel, or spiritual matters. This placement encourages breaking free from mental routines and exploring unconventional concepts. Neptune at 12 degrees Aries, in your 8th house of shared resources and transformation, continues to inspire idealism around issues of intimacy and financial entanglements. Be mindful of potential confusion in these areas. What glitters may not be gold today. The imaginative quality of Neptune can be channeled positively through creative visualization regarding your financial future. Pluto, retrograde at 5 degrees Aquarius in your 6th house of daily routines and health, continues its transformative work on your habits and wellness practices. Today's aspect pattern suggests an opportunity to reclaim power over a health matter or work situation that previously felt beyond your control. For Virgos born between August 23 to 28, today's energies are particularly potent, as the transiting planets form the strongest aspects to your natal sun. Those born between September 8 to 13 will feel the Saturn trine most strongly, bringing structure and discipline to your thinking processes. The specific areas of life most activated for you today include: your career and public image receive significant cosmic attention with the Gemini Sun and Venus illuminating your 10th house. Professional recognition, or new opportunities, may emerge, particularly those requiring your natural attention to detail and analytical abilities. A superior or mentor figure could play an important role today. Communication flows exceptionally well, especially regarding big-picture concepts and philosophy. The Mercury-Saturn trine supports disciplined thinking and helps you communicate complex ideas with remarkable clarity. This is an excellent day for writing, teaching, or presenting information to others. Your social sphere feels energized, but potentially complicated. Mars in Cancer brings motivation to group projects and friendships, but the Leo moon in your 12th house creates an internal tension between seeking connection and needing privacy. You might feel pulled to participate in social activities, while simultaneously craving alone time for processing emotions. Regarding relationships, today brings a serious yet productive energy. Conversations with partners or close associates benefit from Saturn's structuring influence, allowing for mature discussions about responsibilities and commitments. For single Virgos, you're attracted to individuals who demonstrate reliability and depth of character today. Financial matters receive beneficial aspects, particularly regarding long-term planning. The Jupiter sextile supports growth in areas related to home finances, family businesses, or investments connected to real estate. Consider reviewing your budget or financial strategy, as your analytical abilities are heightened in this domain. Health and wellness require attention to both physical and psychological needs. The moon's position suggests you might be ignoring subtle signals from your body or subconscious. Make time for meaningful rest and reflection, even amidst a busy schedule. Stress management techniques prove especially valuable today. Opportunities present themselves particularly in professional advancement through detailed work that showcases your methodical approach teaching or mentoring others who benefit from your expertise refining systems or processes for greater efficiency, healing conversations within important relationships, financial planning, with a focus on security and gradual growth challenges to navigate include potential overthinking or analysis paralysis. Saturn's influence can make you excessively critical balancing social obligations with your need for privacy and restoration, unrealistic expectations in partnerships due to Neptune's foggy influence, resistance to necessary transformations in daily routines or health practices, practical advice for maximizing today's energies. Morning hours, 6 a.m. 10 a.m., benefit from focused intellectual work when your analytical abilities are at their peak due to Mercury's trine with Saturn. Schedule important planning sessions or detail-oriented tasks during this window. Midday, 11 a.m. 3 p.m., may bring social obligations or team interactions as Mars activates your 11th house. Approach group dynamics with patience, recognizing that others don't share your meticulous standards. Late afternoon, 4 p.m. 7 p.m., could feel emotionally intense as the Leo moon forms aspects that trigger your need for psychological processing. Allow yourself some solitude during this period if possible. Evening hours, 8 p.m. onward, become more harmonious as lunar aspects ease, supporting meaningful conversations with close partners or quiet reflection on the day's events. For specific activities, today especially supports research and detailed analysis career planning, and professional networking financial review, and long-term, planning healing conversations within important relationships writing. Teaching or knowledge, sharing subtle home improvements, or organization projects colors that enhance your energy today include navy blue, supporting clear communication, amber, promoting balanced analytical thinking, and silver, connecting intuition with rational thought. Your most harmonious interactions will likely be with Taurus individuals, who appreciate your detailed approach Cancer people, who support your emotional processing Capricorn associates, who respect your work ethic and thoroughness Scorpio connections, who engage your analytical depth more challenging interactions may arise with Sagittarius personalities, whose blunt approach might feel jarring today Aries individuals, whose impulsiveness could frustrate your methodical nature Gemini connections, whose scattered energy conflicts with your need for order looking ahead. Tomorrow will bring a shift as the moon enters your own sign, renewing your emotional clarity and personal focus. Today's reflective energy prepares you for this upcoming cycle of personal renewal. In summary, Virgo, May 22, 2025, offers you a powerful day for detailed thinking, professional advancement, and structured communication. By balancing your analytical gifts with emotional awareness, you can navigate the day's complexities with your characteristic grace and precision. Your natural abilities to organize and improve are cosmically supported. Trust in your capacity to bring order to chaos while remaining open to the whispers of intuition that the 12th house moon provides. On May 22, 2025, the planetary positions create a fascinating energy field for Virgo. Mercury, your ruling planet, enters Cáncer, bringing heightened emotional intelligence to your analytical mind. This positioning softens your typically critical approach, allowing you to blend intuition with your natural precision. You'll notice yourself picking up on subtle emotional cues that usually escape your attention. The Mercury-Neptune trine forming today creates a bridge between your logical processes and your deeper intuitive wisdom. For Virgos who typically resist following hunches, this aspect supports trusting your gut alongside your analytical data. With the Sun firmly in Gemini, illuminating your 10th house of career and public reputation, your professional communications receive a significant boost. Your ideas are being noticed by authority figures, and your meticulous attention to detail is particularly appreciated. Mars positioning in Taurus creates a powerful groundedness for you, activating your fellow Earth sign energy in your 9th house of higher learning and exploration. This brings a determined, steady approach to any educational pursuits or philosophical questions you're exploring. Venus in Aries creates an interesting contrast, positioned in your 8th house of shared resources and transformation. This placement challenges you to be more direct about your financial needs and emotional boundaries. Jupiter's position in Gemini amplifies opportunities in your career sector, creating potential for substantial growth if you remain flexible and open to wearing multiple hats. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships, bringing necessary structure to relationships, but potentially highlighting where commitments feel restrictive. The ongoing Uranus in Taurus transit continues to revolutionize your belief systems and approach to education, encouraging breaks from tradition that feel both exciting and uncomfortable for your typically conventional sign. Neptune in Aries is gradually shifting how you approach intimate connections and resource sharing, dissolving old patterns that no longer serve you. Pluto, temporarily back in Capricorn, activates your 5th house of creativity and self-expression, bringing transformative power to creative projects and possibly uncovering hidden talents. The moon today moves through Scorpio, your 3rd house of communication, intensifying your words and adding emotional depth to conversations. This position encourages deep thinking and investigative work. The North Node in Aries continues to pull you toward greater financial independence and emotional courage, while the South Node in Libra suggests releasing codependent relationship patterns. Today features a particularly noteworthy aspect between Mercury and Jupiter, creating a powerful opportunity for career communications and mentorship connections. With Mercury in Cáncer in your 11th house forming a sextile to Jupiter in Gemini in your 10th house, networking activities have extraordinary potential. For Virgos working in analytical fields, today's planetary mathematics create ideal conditions for solving complex problems, particularly those requiring both attention to detail and creative thinking. The quarter moon phase suggests you're at a decision point regarding a communication matter or short-distance travel plan. Chiron's position in Aries may activate healing opportunities around financial wounds or self-worth issues connected to resource management. For Virgos feeling the weight of responsibility, Saturn's position offers a reminder that boundaries in relationships are necessary for long-term success. The asteroid Pallas, Athena in Libra, amplifies your strategic thinking, particularly around financial negotiations and value assessments. Today's planetary positions suggest paying particular attention to the balance between work responsibilities and health maintenance, as the Virgo tendency toward overwork could be triggered by the productive aspects forming. With Mercury gliding through the final degrees of Gemini on May 22nd, 2025, your communication landscape appears remarkably fertile, Virgo. Your ruling planet's position amplifies your natural analytical abilities, while adding a layer of quick-witted adaptability that doesn't always come naturally to your methodical mind. This creates an interesting dynamic where your typically precise communication style becomes infused with versatility and spontaneity. The moon in Libra forms a harmonious trine with Mercury today, creating a beautiful flow between your intellectual ideas and emotional expression. This alignment particularly enhances your ability to articulate feelings that you might normally keep cataloged and compartmentalized in your mind. The diplomatic energy of Libra moon helps you communicate potentially difficult subjects with tact and balance, a valuable asset in both professional and personal conversations today. Venus in Cáncer occupies your 11th house of networks and social connections, creating a subtle but meaningful square to Mercury. This aspect introduces a slight tension between your direct communication style and the nurturing, protective approach needed in group settings. You may find yourself choosing words with extra care when addressing colleagues or friends, instinctively understanding that emotional sensitivities are heightened. Mars in Aries energizes your 8th house, bringing courage to discussions involving shared resources, investments, or intimate matters. This placement encourages you to be more assertive when expressing deeper thoughts that you typically keep private. However, with Mars forming a challenging square to Saturn in Capricorn in your 5th house, you might experience some internal resistance or external obstacles when attempting to express yourself creatively or romantically. There's a tension between wanting to communicate boldly and feeling restricted by responsibility or convention. Jupiter in Taurus forms a supportive trine to your Sun, expanding your capacity for meaningful dialogue, particularly in educational contexts or with people from different cultural backgrounds. This influence boosts your confidence when sharing opinions or teaching others, allowing your natural Virgoan wisdom to shine through without the excessive self-criticism that sometimes hinders your expression. Neptune in Aries creates an interesting quincunx aspect to your sign, subtly blurring the lines between rational thought and intuitive expression. Today, you might notice your typically structured communication occasionally drifting into more abstract or spiritual territories. This can be disconcerting for your earthbound sensibilities, but embracing this temporary fluidity could lead to surprising insights and connections. Pluto, in its transformative dance through Aquarius, forms a supportive sextile to your Virgo planets, deepening your perceptive abilities and allowing you to see beyond surface-level conversations. This influence gives your words additional weight and impact. Today, people are likely to sense the authentic truth behind what you're saying, even if you express it in your characteristically understated manner. The North Node in Pisces suggests that your greatest growth today comes through embracing the occasional ambiguity in communication rather than seeking perfect clarity in every interaction. There's wisdom in allowing some conversations to unfold organically without attempting to control every element or analyze every subtext. For professional communications today, focus on collaborative projects where your attention to detail combines powerfully with the innovative thinking of others. Workplace discussions flow particularly well between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., when the moon's aspect to Mercury is strongest. This window presents an ideal opportunity for presentations, important emails, or negotiations. In personal relationships, the evening hours after 7 p.m. provide the most fertile ground for heart-to-heart conversations. The waxing gibbous moon illuminates your relationship sector, creating a bridge between your analytical mind and emotional understanding. If you've been meaning to clear the air with someone close to you, this timing offers support for both honesty and diplomacy. Your communication style today benefits from incorporating slightly more warmth and personality than you might typically allow yourself. While your precision remains your strength, the addition of personal anecdotes, or even a touch of humor, will significantly enhance your ability to connect with others. Remember that perfect articulation sometimes matters less than authentic expression. For Virgos working in writing, teaching, or media fields, today brings particularly favorable energy for finalizing projects or pitching new ideas. Your words carry extra persuasive power, especially when you've taken the time to organize your thoughts beforehand, something that comes naturally to your methodical sign. The day's planetary alignments also suggest paying special attention to nonverbal communication. Your body language and tone may reveal more than you intend, especially during moments of stress or uncertainty. Taking brief pauses before responding in important conversations will serve you well, allowing you to align your verbal and nonverbal messages. Overall, May 22nd offers Virgo an enriched communication landscape where your natural precision finds harmony with greater emotional expressiveness and adaptability. By embracing the day's balanced energies, you'll find yourself communicating with both clarity and connection, a powerful combination that serves your intellectual nature while nurturing your relationships. Virgo, your financial landscape on May 22nd, 2025, shows intriguing developments as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a trine with Jupiter in your 8th house of shared resources and investments. This powerful alignment opens doors to financial opportunities that may have previously seemed out of reach. The cosmic energy today particularly favors collaborative financial ventures and sophisticated investment strategies that align with your analytical strengths. With Venus positioned in your career sector, there's a notable connection between your professional reputation and monetary gain. Financial recognition for your meticulous work is highly probable today. The moon in Capricorn activates your 5th house of creativity and speculation, suggesting that calculated risks in areas where you possess specialized knowledge could yield impressive returns. However, Neptune's subtle square to your sign cautions against making decisions based on incomplete information. Financial proposals that seem too good to be true likely are, trust your innate skepticism. Saturn's position indicates that long-term investments, particularly in real estate or technology sectors, could establish important foundations for future prosperity. Your natural attention to detail serves you exceptionally well today when reviewing contracts or financial paperwork. You're likely to catch crucial details others would miss. For Virgos working in finance, healthcare, or technology sectors, unexpected opportunities may arise through a senior colleague or mentor figure. The day's energy particularly supports refinancing, consolidation of debts, or restructuring payment plans. If you've been considering consulting with a financial advisor, today's planetary alignment makes this an auspicious time to do so. Pay particular attention to communications arriving around midday that could contain valuable financial insights or offers. For Virgos involved in entrepreneurial ventures, today marks an excellent time to revisit your business model and identify areas for increased profitability through improved efficiency, your natural strength. The second half of the day favors practical financial planning rather than impulsive purchases. A careful review of your budget may reveal overlooked opportunities for savings or investment. Consider setting aside time to research tax advantages or retirement planning options that align with your long-term goals. Venus's influence suggests that networking could directly impact your financial situation today. A professional connection may provide valuable information about an emerging opportunity. For Virgos seeking new income streams, the stars favor side projects that leverage your analytical abilities and attention to detail. Fields related to data analysis, editing, health services, or organizational consulting appear especially promising. Today's energy supports methodical financial planning rather than spontaneous decisions. Take time to calculate potential returns and analyze risks before committing resources. With Mercury's strong position, financial negotiations are favored. You're likely to articulate your value clearly and persuasively. Investment areas showing particular promise include sustainable technologies, healthcare innovations, and educational platforms, sectors that align with your desire to contribute meaningfully. If making significant purchases today, the cosmic energy supports investments in items that appreciate or enhance your productivity rather than purely consumptive spending. Jupiter's influence in your 8th house suggests that someone in your circle may present an opportunity for financial collaboration that merits serious consideration. Trust, but verify all details before proceeding. For Virgos working with clients or customers, today offers excellent potential for securing new contracts or extending existing agreements on favorable terms. Your ability to demonstrate thoroughness and reliability significantly enhances your financial position. The planetary alignment suggests this is an opportune moment to review insurance policies, investments, and protective financial measures to ensure they adequately safeguard your assets. Consider whether diversification might strengthen your financial portfolio. The stars favor balanced approaches rather than concentration in single sectors. Tonight, as Venus connects with the moon, inspiration regarding a creative approach to increasing your income may arrive unexpectedly. Keep a notebook handy to capture these valuable insights. May 22nd brings a remarkable shift in energy for Virgo, with fortunate areas lighting up across your cosmic landscape. With Mercury forming a favorable trine to Saturn today, your analytical abilities are particularly sharp and rewarded. Your methodical approach to problem solving becomes your greatest asset. Professional environments value your input more than usual, especially when it comes to streamlining systems or identifying inefficiencies that others have overlooked. The workplace becomes a fortunate area where your natural talents shine without much effort. Your ability to notice small details leads to significant breakthroughs, potentially catching the attention of higher-ups or authority figures who appreciate your thoroughness. Financial opportunities appear through careful planning rather than luck. Your budget assessments and strategic thinking pay dividends today. Educational pursuits are also highly favored, with new information seemingly absorbing into your mind with unusual ease. This makes it an excellent day for examinations, presentations, or submitting important research. Jupiter's influence from your 9th house activates your wisdom sector, bringing fortunate connections with mentors or guides who appreciate your dedication to self-improvement. Health routines established today have staying power, especially those involving digestive improvements or nervous system regulation. The lunar position activates your communication sector, making written and verbal exchanges particularly productive. Unexpected support comes from colleagues who share your commitment to excellence. Home organization projects yield surprising emotional benefits, creating space for both physical items and mental clarity. Volunteer work or service-oriented activities bring unexpected rewards, aligning perfectly with your need to be useful and helpful. Quiet, behind-the-scenes work proves more fortunate than high-visibility projects today. Your patience, typically tested by slow progress, finds itself rewarded as long-term efforts begin showing concrete results. Technical projects that require precision and attention to detail flow with remarkable ease. Teaching or explaining complex information to others not only helps them, but reinforces your own mastery. The evening hours favor intimate conversations that strengthen important bonds, particularly with earth and water signs in your circle. Partnerships benefit from your willingness to examine practical matters that others might avoid. Trust your instinct to perfect and refine today. These qualities aren't seen as fussy, but as valuable contributions that set you apart from the crowd. The stars align to reward your natural tendencies rather than asking you to become someone you're not. A truly fortunate cosmic blessing for your sign. May 22, 2025 presents a fascinating social landscape for Virgo natives. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in the social sectors of your chart, your natural analytical abilities are heightened with an added dash of charisma and expansiveness. This isn't your typical day for social interactions. There's a noticeable shift in how people perceive and respond to you. The moon in Libra on this day activates your second house, creating an interesting dynamic where social connections may form through financial discussions or shared resources. You might find yourself naturally gravitating toward conversations about value systems, not just material possessions, but philosophical values that bond people together. Venus, positioned in Cáncer, is creating a warm, nurturing energy in your 11th house of friendships and community. This placement softens your sometimes reserved approach to group settings. Today, you'll likely feel more emotionally connected to your wider social circle than usual. There's a protective quality to your interactions. You may find yourself taking on a caretaking role within your friend groups or professional networks. Mars in Leo is simultaneously activating your 12th house, suggesting some behind-the-scenes social dynamics requiring your attention. Someone from your past might unexpectedly reconnect, or you could discover hidden motivations in a current relationship. This isn't necessarily negative. Sometimes understanding the deeper psychological patterns in our connections helps strengthen them. For Virgo professionals, workplace relationships take on special significance today. The sun in Gemini illuminates your career sector, making you more visible to colleagues and supervisors. Your communication style appears particularly impressive to authority figures, so don't hesitate to share your insights in meetings or collaborative projects. Someone is noticing your methodical approach and attention to detail. Saturn's position creates some interesting tension with your social planets, suggesting that boundaries may need reinforcement today. You might feel pulled between wanting deeper connections and needing to maintain professional distance. This is particularly relevant if you work closely with friends or if work-life balance has recently become blurred. For single Virgos, this cosmic arrangement creates fertile ground for meeting intellectually stimulating people through mutual friends or professional contacts. The Venus-Neptune aspect suggests someone may not be exactly as they first appear. Trust your natural discernment, but try not to overanalyze initial impressions. Sometimes the most meaningful connections start in unexpected ways. Those in relationships might experience a refreshing intellectual reconnection with their partner. Shared interests that have been on the back burner could suddenly reignite, giving you new topics of conversation and activities to enjoy together. Consider planning something that stimulates both your minds, perhaps a museum visit, documentary screening, or engaging workshop. Digital communications receive a boost today, with Mercury's position favoring online connections. Virtual networking, social media engagement, and distant friendships all benefit from this energy. A message from someone far away might brighten your day or lead to meaningful conversation. Your words carry particular weight online today, so it's an excellent time for sharing knowledge or offering advice in digital forums. The Libra moon's influence on your value sector suggests you might find yourself mediating between friends or colleagues today. Your natural ability to see multiple perspectives is enhanced, making you the perfect person to resolve tensions or build bridges between different social circles. This diplomatic role suits you well today, as you can maintain objectivity while still showing genuine care. Friend gatherings organized today have a particularly harmonious energy. If you've been meaning to host a small get-together or coordinate a group outing, the stars are aligned in your favor. Keep things simple and focused on meaningful exchange rather than elaborate planning. Your Virgo tendency might be to perfect every detail, but today's energy favors authentic connection over flawless execution. Pay particular attention to conversations around shared resources, investments, or financial collaborations. A casual social chat could unexpectedly lead to a valuable opportunity. Someone in your network might have information or connections that benefit your material situation, but only if you're willing to engage beyond your comfort zone. Your empathetic abilities are heightened today, making you especially attuned to unspoken emotional currents. You might sense when someone needs support before they even express it. This intuitive understanding strengthens bonds and deepens trust in your relationships. People appreciate feeling truly seen by you. Overall, May 22nd offers Virgo natives a rich landscape for building meaningful connections that combine your natural analytical strengths with unexpected emotional depth. The key is remaining open to the slightly messier, less predictable aspects of human interaction, while still honoring your need for substance and authenticity in relationships. The celestial landscape for Virgo on May 22, 2025, creates a powerful day of opportunity when approached with mindful intention. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Saturn in Pisces, offering exceptional mental clarity and structural support for your naturally detail-oriented mind. This planetary conversation enables you to organize your thoughts with remarkable precision while communicating your ideas effectively to others. The Capricorn moon anchors the morning hours, resonating deeply with your earth sign sensibilities and creating fertile ground for methodical progress on important projects. As you move through your day, allow this earth energy to stabilize your approach without becoming rigid in your expectations. The moon later aspects Neptune, softening your analytical edges and inviting intuitive wisdom to complement your practical nature. This blend of energies is rare and valuable for Virgos, who sometimes struggle to trust insights that arrive without logical explanation. Begin your morning with a structured planning session. Write your priorities down rather than keeping them as mental notes. The act of documenting your intentions aligns perfectly with today's supportive cosmic configuration. Schedule your most intellectually demanding tasks during the morning hours when Mercury's influence is strongest. Complex problem solving, detailed analysis, and important communications will flow with unusual ease. You'll find yourself able to articulate nuanced concepts that might normally remain trapped in your intricate mental landscape. When interacting with colleagues or loved ones today, practice conscious listening before responding.